What's up, everybody? It is Sunday, January 19th, the infamous TikTok ban that lasted, 3-4 hours? Everybody was saying it was gonna be the day to be remembered for the rest of their lives that TikTok went down. Man, it just went down for a few hours. I know a lot of people were paranoid, a lot of people freaked out, people were just scared, which I mean, I would too. If I had everything all in one spot and all my business was just there and someone took it away, I would be livid. I would be scared. I would be paranoid. But thank God, Papi Trump came in office and he lit that thing right back up. They turned it on, so everybody's starting to get their service. So if you heard, TikTok is back on. It's gonna be like a slow rollout. So some people have it, some people don't. I don't have it right now. My wife has it on her phone, but it's because I deleted it off of the Apple app. So my bad. So I have to wait for Apple to release the app on their whatever provider so I can get it back. But we still got it on our laptops. We still got it on our phones. So, but before we get started, I want to go ahead and share this shirt. Check this out. Another cool shirt. Actually, it's cold in here, so I got kind of like a undershirt underneath. So their shirt's actually like this. So there you go. Sorry, it took me a minute. But they're our sponsor for today's episode, houseofchingazos.com. Go check them out. They have a huge array of different Valentine's Day cool shirts. So look at this. Oy. Anyways, so back to the topic at hand. A lot of people were freaked out. A lot of people were scared. A lot of people were like, hey, I just lost everything. And even though we got it back and it looks like it's going to be coming back, once they get everything all settled out and whatever they're going to do, that's awesome. But we have to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And so everything that I prepared before, all the tips and all that stuff, I'm still going to roll that out because this can happen at any time. It can happen with any app. If you got all your stuff, like I said, in one basket, it can go down. You can put your whole company at risk. So it's always best to diversify what you got. And we're going to be covering that. I still got a lot of brand stuff I got to bring out. So when we talk about these things, I'm going to bring out a brand and be like, look, we're sponsored by this brand here. We're sponsored by this. So we're still going to do that. But I know this was a hot topic and I had to come and talk about it. A lot of people, there's some people out there that are like, hey, I don't care if it comes back or not. And then there's people, like I said, that's where they live on is TikTok. So I can see both sides. Some of the ones that don't want it back is because they don't want any change. What TikTok showed everybody, like I said in my previous video, is that anybody can be somebody. There's no holding anybody back now. You can come on just the same way with YouTube. You can come on here and be somebody. If someone likes you, they're going to watch you. You don't have to be some kind of scholar or whatever the case is, or some philanthropist or whatever. You could just be a regular Joe Schmo photographer like me. So it is freaking cold. It is cold in here. I just came home from church, so obviously I forgot to turn on the heater. Actually, I didn't even think I was going to come on here today, not till later. But like I said, I saw that pop on my phone. I was in church and I'm like, yeah! I think they thought I was probably praying for something. But on that note too, if you need a way to recharge for the week, I highly suggest going to church. I'm not going to preach to y'all or anything like that, but that's where my week starts. It starts in church and it gets me energized for the entire week. As you guys know, I blast all the way across social media. I mean, I'm just 100% full throttle from sun up till sundown and then some. Sometimes I even scare the possums outside because they're like, what the hell? Anyways, we're going to be still covering those topics. We're still going to be covering SEO, optimizing your website, Google Business Profile, using tools like SEMrush and Ahrefs. I can't even say that stuff. I just call it Ash. But using those tools using long tail keywords, researching your competitors, researching your market, and figuring out how to get in front of people. Like I said before, there's some people that just stay on Instagram and they don't want to move. They don't want to do nothing. They just want to put their pretty photos out there, and they don't want to share nothing about themselves. They don't want to do the behind the scenes. They don't want to open up. And I get that, I get that. Their photography should stand on its own. Sometimes it's not like that though. And the way we've seen it, look at how society went with the TikTok ban that lasted for a few hours. Everybody was just going nuts. They were just losing their mind. So I get both sides. I really do. For me, I'm already on every platform anyways. So I started making that move after I started seeing people come over to TikTok. So I started transitioning into other apps, coming on here more, on YouTube, taking a risk, putting myself out there and getting, letting people to get to know me. Apart from the photography and the video and everything else, now we got brand deals coming through, it's been a blessing. And that blessing would have not happened if I would have stayed just on Instagram and Facebook and then hope. I know some people say spray and pray. No, it ain't like that. It's being everywhere and anywhere, or you're not going to be nowhere. And for the ones that were just on TikTok, they should have been setting up their Spotify accounts, their selling accounts, their Etsy's. They should have been on Pinterest. I don't understand. What you're going to get to hear on my channel is you're going to hear using things like LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google Business Profile, Google Business Profile, Google Business Profile, and putting your stuff everywhere. It don't hurt anything. When you make a piece of content like this, you can't just, here you go, put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram because you are the Cadillac of photographers. That ain't gonna work. I'd rather take this same hat, this big chunk of editing that I did, and cut it into everything else and repurpose that same, say if it's a 20, 30 minute video, cut it into shorts, cut it into TikToks, cut it into Instagram, slap it on LinkedIn, slap it on Pinterest, slap it on Google Business Profile, and get it everywhere. That is effective. I know a lot of people that are like, oh, I can't do all that stuff. You can if you focus a week before. My stuff is always, when you see something come out on Instagram or TikTok or whatever the case is, that stuff is like from a week before. The shorts, for example, I have that stuff loaded up. It's like a cannon. They're just loaded up and ready to go. So once I start popping them, they're like boom, 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 boom. Switch over to this other app, boom, 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 and keep going. And that's how I build that. It might not be for some people, but if it's for you and you want to learn how to do that more effectively, you watch it on this channel. I'm not here to hook nobody. I'm not here to sell you anything. Obviously, we get these little brand things and we put them on here. If you buy it, you buy it. If you don't, you don't. We move on. Same with this. You can watch this video, learn something from it, watch the ones that are going to come, learn, and we grow. I'm going to learn from other people too. I learn on the daily. I have some content creators that I follow, and I shoot them a message and they shoot me back, and we give and take. We give and take, and I'm loving that. Before it was all give, and nobody gave back to me. On this platform, I'm getting so much back. Plus, I'm having a good time. You can see it. I'm not all shy and I guess intimidated anymore or anything like that. I'm coming out. My true personality is starting to show. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about that for a little bit and just let you know, even though we've gotten past that. Well, let me put my hands back in here. It's freaking cold. Even though we got past a ban, thank God it's coming back on. Thank God these people are going to be able to go in there and I guess either start reselling or whatever the case, whatever they're doing. But it's important. It's so important to diversify everything, to be everywhere and anywhere. Don't worry about spraying and praying. Don't worry about anybody's other criticism of you or whatever the case is. Usually what they'll do is they'll criticize and then they'll copy. I see it all the time. I get so much slack left and right. They're like, oh, there's blah, 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 blah. And then I see them doing the same dang thing. Come on now. When you change your why to how is when you start making a bigger impact, not only in your own life, but business. When you stop criticizing people for what they do or doing whatever it is you do, whatever people do out there, whatever negativity they got, they switch it from how, from why are they doing that? Like, why is William on here? Why is he on this YouTube doing this? And change it from why to how. Like, how are you getting this? How are you doing this? How are these things happening? And I'll share that. You know what I'm saying? I don't dig. I cannot stand negativity. I got no room for it. I want to make the rest of my life the best of my life. And I can't do that with negativity. I can't do that. That's like oil and water. Take that somewhere else. Feed your own ego and take it anywhere else. We're here to grow. And we're going to use this week to learn all that stuff. Look, tomorrow, I don't want to start with Google Business Profile because that's the biggest one. That's the big chunker. So we're going to start with Pinterest or whatever it is. I got a whole series on it. So I've already created it. Funny that it came, I was getting ready to launch it on my website and then TikTok goes down and then it comes back up. So I'm glad I had that ready. It's locked and loaded, just like all my shorts and everything else. I knew TikTok was going to be in some trouble. I knew that they were going to face some kind of something here early. And like I said yesterday, or was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I follow a lot of people that are outside of my niche. I follow a lot of people that are in tune to what's going on. And yeah, it sucked to have to go into TikTok and download all that stuff. I mean, I had 3,000 videos on there, but I did it. I went and I what is it called? Backdated, or I don't know, downloaded everything. And it's on one of my drives. So guess what? Now I got 3,500 videos just ready to go. So I can just bloop, 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 and send that off. I know I've been seeing a lot of videos from YouTubers worried about people coming over to YouTube and dropping the shorts. And I watched a lot of them yesterday, a lot. They were like, oh my God, these TikTokers are coming here. I went on my Facebook account and I see all these people, TikTok's going away, Man, there's no room for all that. That stuff, I don't know why people do that. If you don't use it, you don't use it. Ooh, whatever. There's people being vicious out there. I got some messages say, TikTok is down. Okay, why are you telling me? I'm the wrong person to tell that. I'm the wrong person if you're looking for some kind of, response to that. Be like, oh my God, life is over. No, I was already prepared a long time before you said anything to me. That's like I always say, in social media, you gotta be first. You can't be last. You gotta be the first person to get things done. And you're gonna do that by listening to other people. You're gonna do that by getting out of your circle of influence and going to a new one, going into people that are actually looking to encourage you, looking to say, hey, you know what? Big props, bro. Tell me how. How are you doing that? Let's share. Let's have a cup of coffee. Turn on the heater. Let's sit right here. I'm starting to get the sniffles now. But yeah, that's where we're at. Sorry, I know this is funny putting my hand inside of my cap, but I got no other option right now. Like I said, I came home from church and got that good news and stuff like that and had to come out here and say it. So everything's still going to go the same. I'm still going to go ahead and do a daily video on these different apps and hopefully learn something. I'm going to have a downloadable checklist that you can use. I got this Excel spreadsheet, whatever you call it, that when I take one piece of content, I go through all these apps, boom, 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 boom. On Facebook's groups, I have all these Facebook groups. I just go, pow, 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 pow. Like I said, some people think you're gonna have a burnout. Some people tell me all the time, hey, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. Is it effective? Is it this? Is it that? Well, I mean, to me it is. To the people that are liking the stuff, to the responses we're getting coming in, to the inquiries, to, hey, let's sit and chat and talk about how much your quinceañera is. Or on LinkedIn, hey, how did you get those photos, man? Hey, you know what? My friend has a wedding coming up. I saw your stuff on LinkedIn, and you're the first quinceañera wedding photographer that I saw on there. Like I said, this stuff, back in the old days, it costed a lot of money to be on the yellow pages, and you had to be strategic. You had to have the top of the name and the top of the pages to be on there, to be called first. You know, if you had Williams Roofing, you better change it to Roofing Williams, or A Roofing Williams, so you could be on the A page. You know what I'm talking about, the older people. Now all this stuff is free. Why not take advantage of it? Why not utilize it? If you're not paying a dime for it, what does it matter if you take a few extra moments of your day to go and post all this stuff, to update your Google business profile, to update all your photos? I got tons and tons of different things I do that I don't even share with my colleagues. And I'm going to be sharing that on here. I'm going to be sharing it on my webpage. I'm just going to give this stuff out for free. No hook. There's not no charge for it. I'm just looking to grow. I'm looking to share. I'm looking to find like-minded people that are on the same wavelength as me. I'm looking for people to grow with, people to learn stuff and not chastise each other. Sorry, I'm seeing this phone call come through, so I'm gonna turn that off. Like I said, I'm not gonna edit this stuff. Tomorrow, we're probably gonna do a little bit extra. I'm excited too. Yesterday, we got the biggest brand deal coming in. I've been tracking FedEx all the way through, and it's gonna be for what we're doing here. It's gonna take what we're doing here, to a whole new level. So stay tuned to that. I had to cook hamburgers today outside. It's freezing cold. That's why I got this here. So I'm gonna wear that. But like I said, I just wanted to come on here. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. If you are new to my channel, we're all about growth, baby. That's it. Nothing else. I'm not here to hook you. I'm not here to get my hands into your pockets or anything like that. I'm not even here to criticize or judge other people. I'm here to grow personally. I'm here to be better. And that's all we are here. We're going to be building some monster video rigs. We're going to do a redo of my Frankenstein rig. I took it all apart. So I put it all down to bare bone. It's just down to the Sony body itself. And we're going to build. I got a huge box of goodies, and more coming in. When you let go and let God, like I said, I'm not going to try to preach to you, but I have to say this. When you let go and you let God, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Later down the road, I'll share how we got these brand deals too. I'll release that. I don't mind doing that. Just follow the channel, grow with me. We're real as real can get here. Nothing else. No bells and whistles, no hooks, no lines and sinkers. We're just here to grow. So anyways, back to the sponsor. Like I said, look at this shirt. Woo! House of Chingazos. Housechingazos.com. I think I said that twice already, but I have to give big props to them because they really outdid themselves. They got me a shirt for almost every day of the week. I don't think I'll run out of shirts. So, and it's an ongoing thing. So, what can I say? God's good. We'll be good. You be good. Catch us tomorrow and we'll start it. If you're gonna watch the video tomorrow, make sure you got a pen and paper or save it. I'm gonna try doing those little cards and stuff. I don't know what they call them, but I guess where it tells you what part of the segment is, just for that. All the rest of the stuff, I mean, I just chat and blah, 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 blah on the phone. I don't think you need chapters for that. But the other stuff, we will. And like I said, you'll be able to go to my website, get all that stuff. You just got to sign up and get that newsletter. So I think I'm done. It's about 20 minutes. I got to load this up so people can see this and start watching it, sharing it, and subscribing. So deuces.